Welcome to another episode of Wealth Building Conference. Today is another, amazing day. We're going to learn a lot today. I'm your regular host, Oludare Fasola. Before we go into the presentation today, I just want us to please, just the normal way we used to welcome ourselves. Wherever you are joining from, I want you to please type your name and where you are joining from. I also want you to share this link with friends, families, colleagues that you feel that they might be interested in learning about sales strategies and how to scale their business, right? So once again, I want to welcome everyone for joining. Just like right, I want to make a very quick reminder that we as individual, we spend money on daily basis, okay? And a lot of us, we don't want to spend. So it is very important that we try as much as possible, okay, to uh to make money on daily basis. Very, very important. All right, so let's try as much as possible to learn skills that will give us an opportunity to make money on daily basis. And one of the skills that you can learn is sales, right? If you know how to sell, it's one of the skills that can make you, give you an opportunity to make money on daily basis. So I will encourage every one of us to learn at least one single skills that will give you an opportunity to monetize and add value to people's life. Okay, so once again, I want to welcome everyone. So without further delay, I would like to quickly pull up my slides today and share what I have for you today. All right, so 1 second while I pull up my slide. All right, so today we're going to be looking into another important topic, 2025 sales trends. What's working now in high ticket sales? 2025 sales trends. What's working now in high ticket sales? If you are in a sale, if you are a sales agent, right? And it doesn't really matter what you are selling, whether you are selling coaches, whether you are selling insurance, whether you are selling mortgage, whether you are selling real estate, whether you are selling digital product. There are things that you need to understand in this 2025, right? You cannot just be using 2020 strategies in 2025. Things are changing. Market is shifting to a different dynamic. So you as a sales agent, you need to understand what are the key things, what are the strategies for you to sell in 2025. Okay, what are the strategies for you to sell in 2025? So those are the things I'm going to be looking at today. Okay, now let's quickly look at, are you still using 2020 sales tactics in 2025? If you're a sales agent listening to me, right, and I'm talking about any form of sales, okay, you need to ask yourself these questions, right? Are you using 2020 sales tactics in 2025? If you are using 2020 sales tactics in 2025, then you are leaving money on the table. Okay, there are things that you need to learn that will give you an opportunity to scale your business very fast. Now, the sales landscapes has changed. Things are really, changing very fast, especially with the introduction of AI. Things are changing, right? Consumers are, developing different skills. In fact, a lot of them, they learn more. They understand the market more than we are selling. So things are changing. The strategies that you use in 2020, if you continue to adopt that in 2025, it will be very, very difficult for you to scale. And I'm talking about the high ticket industry. AI buyer psychologies and digital trust have reshaped high ticket deals are closed. Now, the way people are thinking right now, the psychologies of people right now, okay, is changing very, very fast. If you are not adapting, you are falling behind. If you don't change your strategies, if you don't change your tactics, if you don't change the way you do your business, the way you sell, you are falling behind. Now, stop pitching, start educating. One of the things that I always educate people about selling is that selling is not about pitching. Stop pitching Stop pitching the product. Stop pitching to people. Selling is about educating. You need to educate clients. See, what clients really want to know is the value. Okay, so if you are a type of agent that do pitch, trust me, it will be extremely difficult for you to sell. Now, the rise of value first selling. Modern buyers want proof, not promise. They expect value before they buy. Now, everybody that I know that I've been selling to, right, what they buy is value. Okay, and everybody type value in the comment section. What client buy is value. Now, if you are that type of agent that like to educate people, even if you don't close, right, once they know that they gain valuable content from your presentation, they will refer people to you. I've seen clients, I've seen prospects that say, look, I might not be able to do this right now, but I have people that are looking to do what you are doing, and I will refer them to you. And trust me, they refer people to me that buy good, that buy very good product from me. So clients are looking, what they are looking for is value. So now, and you can only give value, right, as much as you know about a certain product. Okay, you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't educate yourself, if you don't develop yourself, if you don't understand what you are doing, or you are not really knowledgeable in your field, it is very difficult for you to educate people. If you want to sell, selling is educating, right? What the client really want to know is like, what is in it for me if I want to put my money on a certain product. That's what the client want to know. And client can only put their money on a certain product if they know that this is going to add value to my life. Everybody type value, right? So how do you do that? You use short videos, webinars, and lead magnet to build authority before the first call. So, one of the way to attract high quality leads is by showing your face. You need to be visible. The problem you have is that the clients that are looking for you, they couldn't find you because you are not visible. How many times did you post on YouTube? How many times did you post on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, right? So you need to be visible. You need to post educational content in order for people to understand what you are doing. So these are the simple things that you need to start doing if you want to attract high quality clients, if you want to close high ticket deals. Again, your face close the deal. Now, personal brand is equal to sales magnet, right? Buyers want to buy from trusted experts, not faceless brands. Like, you are the face of your business. How many times are you consistently showing your face on social media? How many times are you consistently showing your face on events? How many times are you consistently showing your face on your social handles, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, right? You must show up consistently. You must show up consistently. You need to give powerful testimonials about what you are doing, right? A lot of people, like, they believe that once I put up a sales magnet, that will make me to close. The answer, of course, is part of it, but you need to personally brand yourself first, right? How do people perceive you when they see your picture, when they see you on social media, right? What are the perceptions of people about you anytime they see your face? And that's about branding. And honestly speaking, you also ask yourself, can you buy from people that you don't trust? Can you buy from people that you don't consistently see their face? Can you buy from a stranger? The answer is no, because you need to be credible. And if you want to be credible, visibility is part of your credibility. So you need to know this, that for me to be able to attract high quality clients, I need to be extremely visible to everybody. The problem you have is that you are not visible, right? You are not visible, and that's why they couldn't find you, right? If you are not visible, nobody can see you, right? So you need to understand that. Work smarter. Let AI pre-qualify your leads. Right now, the era we are right now is the era of AI, right? AI is the latest technology that you must leverage to drive your sales strategies, to drive, your business. The AI is the in thing right now. AI is driven prospect. Tools like Deepify, ChatGPT, and smart CRMs now identify and engage lead 24/7. Oh my! See, there's a particular tools called Deepify, right? I'm going to use that as an example. So a Deepify is a sales tools, right? How does it work? Now you can connect your Deepify to LinkedIn, right, and target a specific occupation or certain set of people, right? Let's say, for example, you want to reach out to medical professionals, or you want to reach out to insurance agents, or you want to reach out to IT professionals. You can use Deepify and extract, these categories of people, and you can send mails to them, send message to them, and automate them, right? As the message is going to them, once they reply, right, you can set it up in such a way that it will auto reply those messages. As they are replying you, Deepify will auto send message to them. So instead of you to start, sending message to everybody manually, right, you can simplify this using Deepify and connect it with LinkedIn. If you want to learn more about this, I'm going to show my QR code. You can book a call with me. I will show you how I'm using that to attract medical professionals, for example. Okay, so I set it up in such a way that, right, I extract. In fact, you can even do it in province to province. Like, for example, if you want to reach out to medical professionals in Ontario, for example, if you go to LinkedIn, you connect with Deepify, right? It's going to extract all the medical professionals in Ontario, and you can send messages to them and automate those messages that will continue to follow up with them until you are able to book a call, until they book a call with you. It's possible. So if you are not smart enough to use all these tools, you will be leaving money on the table, and it's going to result to burnout, right? So automate the cold outreach, but keep the follow-up human. So there's no way you can also, like, you cannot do away with human connection. So there are times that you need to connect with them personally, one-on-one. But before you do that, all these tools will at least help you to pre-qualify all these things, so that you know that which one is really, really interested in what I am doing, not that you now be pursuing everybody. That is what this strategy is going to give you. Ditch the old funnel, smart DMs. Now, conversation is greater than funnel. Everybody type that. Conversation is far, far greater than funnels, right? Funnels is also funnels, right? Now, you can set up a funnel. Funnel can actually attract quality leads for you, but that conversation, right? Don't forget that sales starts from conversation. You need to engage your client. You need to connect with them. You need to start conversation with them. And the time you have conversation with them, you are building connections, you are building trust, you are building credibility. So you cannot just continue to say, hey, because I need to connect with XY's number of people, I need to build funnel. It's fine, you can build funnel, but you trust me, that funnel will not work until you actually connect with them. Now, high ticket deals of high tickets in 2021 start with personal message, not a funnel. So you need to be human, right? You cannot just continue to send message to people and you are not connecting with them humanly. You need to connect with them. They need to see that human connection. Some of the things you can use WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and Instagram DMs to start warm value first conversation. So all this will actually help you to start that conversation first before you can now begin to start the conversation, start the sales strategies. All right. Now, sell true stories, not features. Everybody type stories. How many of us agree that stories sells far better than features? Stop selling features. Nobody cares about the features of a product. Everybody buy because of what is the need for me. Like, for example, let me give you an example of what I do. I'm a life insurance agent. I sell insurance, right? And if I meet a client and I begin to tell a client, like, look, this is the features of a whole life insurance, or this is the features of a term insurance, or this is the features of a universal life insurance, nobody cared about that, right? What the client cared about is, what will this product do for me if anything happens to my family, right? Nobody cares about critical illness, but what will happen to you if you are unable to work as a result of heart attack, cancer, right? Or maybe any form of serious critical illness. That is what the client wants to know. Oh, this critical illness will protect 25 conditions. Fine, but I don't care about the 25 conditions. What will happen to me if, for example, right, this person has cancer, couldn't work? What will happen to my mortgage? What will happen to my car payment? What will happen to my family? That is what the client wants to know. Stop talking about the features of a product. Sells what the product can do for that person, which is the need for them to have the product. Result-based story selling. Okay. Now, why? Because fact tells, story sell. Everybody type that. Why? Wow. Fact tells, story sells. Like, you can begin to give up form of statistics that you can think about, but the reality is that stories sells. I've closed a lot of deals as a result of telling a story. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example of a certain prospect, okay, that I met years back. I presented to the client, and the client be like, oh, well, I'm going to get back to you. So, because at the moment, I'm still battling with my papers, I'm still struggling to settle down. So, when I settle down, I'm going to get back to you, right? Guess what happened? 2 years after I presented to him, a friend called me and said, look, so person passed, and this person does not have a life insurance. So they have to resort to GoFundMe to raise money, okay, to do the final burial. Passing away is painful, right, to lose a loved one. But do you know that the problem becomes much more worrisome when the benefit, the breadwinner, the dependent, the people that depend on that person start struggling financially? The children, right? There's nothing, they don't have enough money to take care of themselves when the person passes. Those are the things, that's what we are talking about here. So please always try to tell a story, especially when you are selling insurance, especially when you are selling real estate, especially when you are selling products that people didn't take action. As a result, there's a serious consequences of that, right? How? Share case study, client wins and real transformations. Highlight before and after the moment. Make sure you highlight what happened to them, failure to take the action, and those that take the actions. And share a story of people that you present to and they take actions, and you can see the benefits in their life. But this is very, very important thing that I want you to know. FOMO, everyone type FOMO. Fear of missing out. This is what we call fear of missing out. Fear of missing out still works, right? But it evolves. Scarcity is an urgency reimagined. Now, instead of fake countdown, use real-time scarcity. A lot of us will be like, oh, they put countdown, but client doesn't really, they don't really care about the countdown, right? Be real about what you are saying. These are the trends that is working in 2025. Limited client slots. Like, if you are selling a certain product and you have limited spot, please emphasize it when you are selling, right? Now, live call and price increase based on capacity. Like, let them know that, look, if you don't take action right now, after so hours, like, price might change. It's a strategies that close like like magic. The irresistible offer framework. Now, outcome is far greater than process. Everybody type that. Outcome is far greater than process. Focus on result, not just how you will get there. Nobody cares how you get there. Now, what people want to know is the outcome. Now, what will be the outcome? What will be the consequences of me not having life insurance if I pass? What will be the outcome? What will be the result if I fail to take actions, if I do not have a critical illness and critical illness struck, right? Focus on result, not just how you will get there, right? Bonus stack, right? Add valuable extra that enhance the core offer. Now, there are certain things, there are certain products that you sell, but you can actually put a bonus, right? Let's say, for example, right, if you bundle a product together, instead of selling them at once, right? Let's say if you buy a product, okay, it's going to be $10. But if you buy ABC, there's going to be a discount for you. That's what we call bonus stack, right? Make sure you include that when you are putting an offer outside. Money back guarantee. Remove risk from the purchase decisions. Like, let the client know that, look, in case you are not really, let's say this product, you are not really, let's say it does not really fit your needs, right? You can still have a buyer's remorse. Like, I can still take it back. Now, clients really want to know that, like, if for example, I want to return this product, right? What are the options, right? Can I get back my money? Or maybe if I buy from you, all right, and this product does not really do what I expected it to do, or it does not really give me the value I want, can I get my money back? Always, if you are sure of what you are selling, if you are sure of what you are doing, if you are an expert, there should be something like this, right? There's in life insurance, there's what we call return of premium rider, right? Of course, it's an added benefit. It comes with a cost, but the fact still remains that if a client know that, look, if I didn't enjoy this product, I can still get my money back, right? The client will not be like, well, I mean, it doesn't really take me anything, right? If I didn't enjoy the product, I'm going to get my money back. They will like want to say, well, I should be able to do this. So you should be able to put that kind of a things in your offer. Urgency without pressure. Create natural reasons to act now. Don't push people to act, right? Create an urgency, reasonable, authentic urgency for people to take an offer, to take action. Now, the next thing is answer before they ask. Everybody type that. Answer before they ask. Now, before a client raises an objections, right? Prepare some strategies, prepare things that will help you to handle those objections. Number one, objection handling is equal to objection prevention, right? Prevent it before the client asks. What are the strategies? Create content that answer common objections before they come up on calls. Now, clients, if you are going into sales, like I'm talking about my field, I'm talking about insurance product, for example, right? Client might really want to ask, okay, if for example, you are selling a certain product, let's say you're selling life insurance to a client want to know, they might want to ask you, what is the possibility of me, let's say, for example, this company collapse tomorrow, right? You should be able to prepare your answer. Don't wait, right? Okay. Prepare a frequent questions and social proof, right? In case this company fold up, right? I surely guarantee that you're going to get X amount of money back from. See, this is what the client, before the client asks the question, right? Prepare this type of frequently asked questions, right? In terms of payout, right? What is the percentage of this particular company paying out, claim, right? Prepare a question and answer for that. Like, in the last couple of years, this company has been paying out 99.2% of their claim. Don't wait for the client to ask all these basic questions. Prevent them before they ask, right? Prepare that in frequently asked questions, and let the once the client, before the client asks, just send it to them. Say, look, this is a bonus stuff for you. Like, you can go through this one, right? I'm talking from experience, and I'm giving you a practical illustrations. When you are buying a life insurance, life insurance is just like you are buying a parachute. You never know if it's going to work until you put it on, right? So these are some of the things that you can use to answer those objections. Like, of course, nobody knows, right, when life will happen, but in case you pass, but I want to assure you that this company have been paying claim for the past 90 years, 100 years. And this is the proof of how they have been paying claims. Okay, these are the sales strategies that work in 2025. You need to understand that as a sales strategist. And it doesn't really matter what you are selling. This is applicable to all sales. Let's quickly recap what we have discussed today. What's working now? Number one, value first content. Everybody type that. Value first content. Value first content. See, you need to create values. Everything is about values, right? And you can give as much value to client, to prospect, as much as the value you have. So you cannot add value to people's life if you don't already add value to your life. And this comes in a various way. Like, you need to develop yourself, you need to upgrade yourself, you need to read, you need to attend so many webinars, seminars, and understand what you're doing. Number two, personal branding. You are the face of your product. You are the ambassador of of yourself, right? How do you present yourself? Okay, what do you do? How do people perceive you? A lot of us, we don't know, right? Before a client comes to you, they must have Googled you. Especially high ticket client, they will check you, right? And they have a conflicting branding, like, you are A here, you are B here, and people cannot really, like, understand what exactly you stand for. It is very key. AI enhanced outreach. I've given you an example of Deepify. Stop working manually, right? Embrace the latest technologies in the industry, especially in sales. Sales is not difficult. It's just because you don't want to change. You are not dynamic in nature. Just want to stick to the old size of doing things. It's not gonna work. Storytelling over selling. Please, in our business, right? Stories sell very, very fast. Social proof stories, testimonials, like, these are things that really, really, really sells. Direct DM versus long funnels, like, be natural, right? Put some life into your sales. Stop using, like, everything is not technology. So it's kind of, it's a way of attracting high quality client. So on this note, I'm going to bring this presentation on the end. I want to thank everyone for joining today. So if you are struggling, you are looking to scale, or you are clueless, you don't even know where to start, right? You can just scan this QR code, okay, and book a free clarity call with me. We're going to diagnose your business, your sales strategies, and we're going to apply what is working in 2025 in order for us to move your business level, right? It is not because it's that you are not making money. That does not mean that you are lazy. It's because you don't understand what's working, right? A lot of us don't know what's working, what's not working. So we're going to diagnose that, apply what is working, and put it in a right perspective and help you to scale your business. So thank you so much for joining once again. Tomorrow is another session for our medical professionals. Please, if you have them as friends, Let them join us tomorrow. We are going to be looking at another topic in an episode of Wealth Building Conference. Once again, thank you so much for joining today. Okay, see you next week. Bye for now.